Yo Bingers, welcome back. Thanks for clicking onto the video. It's October, it's Halloween time. We're checking out old horror comics. DC again, this time we challenge you to read Ghosts, True Tales of the Weird and Supernatural. This is number 66 from July of 1978. This cover here is by Luis Dominguez, and as you can see, we got 3 spooky stories. This time we're going to check out the one up in front. It was the sort of terror nightmares are made of, but the harrowing events of that dark hour in the Cairo Museum 20 years ago gave me the strange solution to a 3,000-year-old murder mystery during my conversation with a corpse. It's always something with a corpse, ain't it? And check out here, the art is by Fred Carrillo, as told to Carl Wessler, and colors are Mario Sen. And how great is this panel here, all the detail in the background and stuff like that. I still say, Pasha, somebody deliberately tried to beat King Tutankhamun's brains out. Nonsense. Your reporters look for the sensational, even if you must dig it up from an ancient tomb. But why argue, Engel? If His Majesty wants you to know, I'm sure he'll tell you. Meanwhile, will you tell Miss Patton I'm here? As I sat there in the silent gloom, waiting for Renee Patton, my fiancée, I became drowsy. I felt a chill, a cold presence that found me somewhere in a twilight zone, neither awake nor asleep. A shadow moved towards me. Who's there? Ah! It could only be a ghastly dream, reason told me, yet I was wide awake. This has got to be some gruesome joke by Ahmed Pasha. I am Tutankhamun, who was Pharaoh of Egypt. I know not what occult device enabled me to understand his ancient tongue. If this is really happening, I may have the greatest story in newspaper history. Or how that hideous creature heard my every thought. Look into my sarcophagus. You will find it empty. I looked and saw only the dust of the centuries. Tell me, Your Majesty, were you murdered? And by whom? The answer is not simple, James Engel. It was a bizarre spectacle created by some dark force, modern man and a parchment-covered mummy from opposite ends of 3 millenniums. I was put on the throne of Egypt at the age of 9. The real power was in my regent named I. Had I heeded the grim warning of my oracles, I'd have fled to the desert. I see much danger from many enemies, Tutankhamun. I will send all my chariots and all my men to slaughter them. But it is among your own advisors and generals that your enemies are to be found. Ah, honey cakes and nectar, my favorite food. I was too young to understand the greed and treachery, even the attempts to murder me. Aye, help me, aye. Drop your weapons. I arrest you in the name of the Pharaoh. On the advice of my regent, I condemned the hired assassins to death, but... You ordered those murderers set free, Horemheb. Why? I told the 2 wicked men, you freed them so they can be your slaves, Tutankhamun. It was an absurd lie, fraught with savage menace, but reasonable to a naive boy. You did well, Horemheb, but next time I will decide whom to free. He's a dangerous man, I warn you, Your Majesty. He plans to claim your throne. Can he do that, aye? He'll try, Tutankhamun, but we can outsmart him. He arranged for my marriage to Ankh, 10-year-old daughter of the Pharaoh who was before me. Marriage to a Pharaoh's daughter secured my hold on the throne, but the clever maneuver cost I his life. Scoundrels! Murderers! I should have expected this. Horemheb will pay for it. He gets hit on the head. Thus one obstacle to my place on the throne is removed. I's death left me with a feeling of helplessness. I don't know whom to turn to for advice, Ankh. Horemheb is wise and loyal. I didn't trust him, nor do I. I have even thought that he had I murdered. Spies lurked everywhere. No doubt my wife's favorite maid was one of them. And Pharaoh said he thought that you had Regent murdered. Then I must change his thinking. He was a patient man, waiting to pounce upon my crown as a cat stalks a scarab beetle. I felt that he would murder me to sit upon my throne. 9 years he waited. You had no right to order the decoration of the royal chamber. I would not live with tools and scaffolding and paints all about me. I told Horemheb to order the work done. I flew into a rage at the thought there was some sinister plot to make him pharaoh in my place. I'll destroy you both before you take away my birthright. Now I stood there in the semi-darkness, in awed silence, trembling not only at my chilling occult adventure, but because I was about to hear the solution to that ancient mystery. Then Horemheb saw his opportunity, came back and struck you down. Shh, I hear someone coming. But you must tell me how and by whom you were murdered. Stand aside. They say you were mad if you said you talked with me, but if two people say it, I'd become a curiosity, a freak. The mummy settled back into its sarcophagus. I flew into a blind fury as the click of heels came closer. Curse the fool, come in here. I was just about to learn who killed him. My dream of a great scoop destroyed. In frustration, I lunged at the intruder. It was Renee, my fiancée. Jim! I thought quickly and replied that I saw a man sneaking about. And suddenly, the answer I saw came to me. I know how Tutankhamun got the dent in his head. He had a fight with his wife. She killed him with a hammer. You have a gruesome imagination, Jim Engel. I often relived the trauma of that numbing night when I was permitted to peer beyond the darkness of the unknown to witness a miracle of the supernatural. The end. Well, it was an alright story. I don't think it was that scary or anything, though. But I'll tell you what, if you want to see something scary, check this out. This could be your head. Turn apples into shrunken heads with the Shrunken Head Apple Sculpture Kit. Before you know it, you'll have shrunken heads hanging from your belt around your neck. Why would you want that? Buy your kit now and get a head start, get it, on your friends. Having a shrunken head is like having Halloween all year round. Sure it is. You'll find Shrunken Head Apple Sculpture Kits wherever toys and crafts are sold. Look for Vincent Price's pretty face on the cover. And there you got your Shrunken Head Apple Sculpture Kit with Vincent Price, brought to you by Milton Bradley and Company. I think that's quite terrifying. And we still got a little bit more time trying to get to the 10-minute mark. Let's check out this ad in the middle here. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm a big, I like Tarzan. So we're going to check out. From Nabisco, Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan discovers the land of prehistoric animals. Walking through the jungle, Tarzan falls through a time hole. He awakens to find himself in another world. Tarzan has never seen such frightening creatures. You got a flying reptile and a sailback reptile. There's little codes there. I can't read them. Simba, my friend. What? You're not Simba? As many big cats as Tarzan has seen, he's never seen one as huge and terrifying as this saber-toothed tiger. You got an Allosaurus. When he fell through the time hole, Tarzan fell into the land of prehistoric monsters, the land of the biggest, strongest animals that ever walked the earth, the Triceratops, Pterodactyl, spiked dinosaur, and the fiercest creature of all time, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Get your own Aurora Prehistoric Monsters from Pom Poms and Nabisco. The back of every newly designed Pom Poms package shows a different prehistoric monster that can be yours. Pom Poms, the delicious milk caramels with the chocolate flavor coating, have a brand new package, and on the back of the new package is a fantastic offer. There are 17 different Aurora prehistoric animals you can send for. They range from 14 inches high to 36 inches long. They're made with snap-together plastic parts that can be painted. Look for the new Pom Poms package the next time you're at the candy store and start your collection. And by the way, Tarzan finds his way back through the time hole. He's grateful to be back in the world of ordinary monsters. There he is climbing through the thing. Isn't that great? All right, everybody. We got 30 seconds to go. Can you chill with me? I thank you all for hanging out with me. All that YouTube stuff. Oh, I have time. I can fit it. If you like this video, click thumbs up. If you thought it sucked, click thumbs down. Leave comments below as to one way or the other what you thought about these books. If you can, click the subscribe button. You know, the rock the bell nonsense. And until next time, I'll see you in the backyard. issues. Bye.